The first time I met her, she was standing barefoot in the middle of my office at 2 in the morning. I'd been working late again, running numbers, checking supply chains, studying expense reports, when the lights flickered, and suddenly there she was, a girl no older than 17, with hair like silver thread and eyes that glowed faintly green, as if bioluminescent. I froze, pen halfway to the ledger. "Who the hell are you?" I demanded. She tilted her head, blinked slowly. "I'm not from here." That much was obvious. Her voice was high, melodic, not echoing in the room, but inside my skull like thought made sound. Before I could shout for security, she leaned forward and said a single sentence that would dismantle my life. "Someone's stealing from you." I built my company from nothing. Garage startup to multi-million-dollar logistics firm in just under a decade. Every cent mattered. Every betrayal stung like acid. And theft, well, theft was unforgivable. I asked her who. She only shook her head. "Trust the roads from within. You already suspect." She vanished the way smoke clears in wind, leaving the air colder than it had been. I didn't sleep that night. I sat in the dark, staring at the files spread across my desk. I had noticed discrepancies in the books. Shipping manifests didn't match warehouse inventories. Certain transactions disappeared from the record. But whenever I asked my team, they gave me easy answers. Too easy. By dawn, her words had sunk claws deep into my brain. "Someone's stealing from you." So I acted. I called everyone into the office, my managers, assistants, analysts, even the night janitor. 30 people stood in the glass conference room, faces stiff with confusion. I didn't give a speech, didn't explain. I just said, "You're all fired." Shock rippled through the room. A few tried to argue, but I had already drafted termination letters, effective immediately. No severance. Just like that, the company I had built was stripped bare of human support. They left in angry knots, muttering, slamming doors. I sat alone afterward, trembling with adrenaline and self-righteous fury. If they thought they could steal from me, they were wrong. For 2 weeks, I managed alone. It was miserable, but I told myself it was temporary. I'd rebuild with people I could trust. The books began to balance. The manifests lined up, but then more discrepancies. Shipments missing, numbers off, money bleeding away, silently, invisibly. That was when I saw her again. This time, she appeared in my warehouse, standing atop a stack of crates, watching me like a hawk. "You didn't stop it," she said. My hands shook with rage. "I fired everyone, every single one of them." She blinked, unbothered. "You cut down the tree, but left the roots. The theft continues." I felt sick. "Then tell me who's doing it." Her voice softened. "I can't." "You won't. Perhaps both." She tilted her head, eyes glowing brighter. "You want truth, but truth requires a price." I hated her in that moment. Hated the way she dropped riddles into my life like stones in a pond, leaving me drowning in the ripples. "What price?" I asked. She smiled, small and sharp. "Everything you think you own." I tried to ignore her after that. I hired a private security firm, installed cameras in every corner of every facility. I monitored accounts obsessively, slept in the office, ate in the office, lived in the office. Still, shipments vanished. Funds disappeared from accounts I swore were airtight. At night, I dreamed of her voice whispering in my ear, "Someone's stealing from you." My health began to decline. I lost weight. My skin grew gray. Employees I tried to rehire refused, saying I was unstable. Paranoia set in. I began suspecting not just staff, but clients, vendors, even family. My brother called one evening, concerned about my behavior, and I accused him of siphoning money. He hung up on me. We haven't spoken since. One night, driven past breaking, I stormed back into the warehouse. I screamed into the empty space. "Show yourself. Tell me who's stealing from me." And she did. The alien girl appeared like a candle flame flaring in the dark. She stood barely 5 feet tall, skin pale as porcelain, eyes glowing in that eerie way. "You already know," she said. No, I shouted, slamming my fist into a crate until my knuckles bled. I don't. Tell me. She stepped closer, close enough that I could see my reflection warped in her shining pupils. It is you. The words knocked the air out of me. Liar, I spat. Her gaze didn't waver. You are the thief. Piece by piece, you've been stealing from yourself, from your body, from your mind, from your soul. You fired those who helped you. You destroyed what you built, all because you listened to me. Tell me what's left. I looked around. The warehouse was half empty, shelves bare, dust creeping in. The company was collapsing. I had sold assets to cover debts. I had mortgaged my home. I had lost friends, family, employees. And she was right. I had done it all. I sank to the floor, shaking. Why would you do this to me? She crouched beside me, her voice almost tender. Because humans do not understand theft the way we do. You believe it is about possessions, money, goods. But the greatest theft is always the self. You let suspicion devour you. You let fear make choices. And so you stole your own future. I wanted to deny it, to scream, to fight. But I couldn't. Her hand brushed mine, light as wind. Now you see. And then she was gone. It has been 6 months since then. The company is dead. The warehouses are empty shells. I live alone in a rented apartment, eating scraps, drinking too much, sleeping too little. Sometimes I think about rebuilding, about clawing my way back. But then I hear her voice in my skull again. Someone's stealing from you. I've come to realize she was never a warning. She was a mirror